Hello, this is a brief introduction into working with Easy Platform Cloud and the workflows that you can apply with it. So in our example case, what we have is this demo site of Easy Platform, and it's installed on Easy Platform Cloud, and we have received a small update to it. It's an update to an input box which will make it better usable for a screen reader. In this example, what we need to add is one attribute to the output HTML. We'll work through how this is done in its entirety. So on this site, first of all, let's see what we need to do. If I go to the product section, this is the input box that I will need to add a single attribute to. It's a small change, but will make a world of difference to anybody using a screen reader. So first of all, because this is the live site, the live environment, what I would want to begin with is to create a new branch of the site. This can be done here using the toolbar. So I will put usability improvement, just name it something. Then the system will take a copy of the entire site in the background from the master environment. So this means that everything is being copied. It will take some time, but once we have it available, we will be able to access the whole site using the system. It will take a few more minutes. Okay, and now we're done. So what we now have is two different environments. Both of them have unique URLs and all databases and other services. So here, if I click, for example, to see the success, we can see the log. We have completed now our copy. Then going here, if I want to see that site in a browser, I can view it through here. On the first load, we will receive some notices and the site will load a little bit slower because we don't have any caches in place. So now we have our full site copy running. There's obviously no difference and no improvement to the usability improvement yet. But in order for me to take this site, I usually use git, and when I do a git pull, I can see there's a new branch, and if I do git checkout usability improvement, what this will switch now is to the different branch, and this branch will then be the code that's here. And once I'm done, I can move forward to editing the content and making the change to the application. So in this case, I am aware that the page or the template that we're looking to change is underneath app, resources, views, themes, Tasteful Planet, and finally full and product list here. So the change we're going to make is a change into a Symfony form widget. So if I search for search recipes, you can see that we find this row here. This row will allow us to add more values here. So if I simply use as a reference the message, I can see that we should add a new attribute called aria-label. So I will add this key here, and then the value of this should be search recipes. So this will just let the screen reader know what this form widget is really about. So once I find my way back and put this aria-label in place, which is a small improvement, just a few lines or a few characters. But then this is in place. Then for me to push and get an update into our environment, I use git commit I will use git commit A and added aria label to form. And then I will do a push, and the push triggers a complete build of the environment. So this includes installing all the code that is coming from Easy Platform and other sources. So once this code transfer is complete, the next step is that we should already see the live update in our environment. So in essentially there's not much that you need to do in terms of deployment. It will take some time, but each time you can actually also follow the same process through here. You can see that it is in progress. You can view the logs. Logs are running both in the browser, and here you can see that now deployment is complete. Deployment is also complete here, and then from the name of the URL, I can see this is master, so this is the production environment where I'm still not supposed to have any changes, and this is the usability improvement tab. So if I do a quick refresh of this, you should be able to see pretty much the same kind of page, except with that one crucial difference, which was the addition of the ARIA label, which will then translate into a better usability experience for visitors of the site. So if I do an inspect element here, we can see we have the ARIA label search recipes here. So in our case, it's a small change, but then it's now deployed into our testing environment. And once I have received confirmation that this is as it should be, what I can do next is, without any changes into the production content or anything like that, I just want to update the small attribute here. So within our master environment, I still don't have that specific attribute. But if I do want to do that, how that is done is simply by going to the administration interface. You can also do it from command line. But here, from my usability improvement, I will click merge and merge usability improvement into master. This is a standard Git merge, which will then trigger another build process, but this time the build process will be on the master branch, because this is what I want to do. So you can also see the comments shown, and now our commit is complete. So now our usability improvement should also be available in our environment for production. So after validation, you can use the tool to deploy improvements into production. Again, deployment clears all the caches and everything, so that will take a little bit more than on a second page load. But now you can see that in here, the ARIA label search recipes is in place, as was described in the email, to make this site more user-friendly for users using screen readers. Then finally, if I want to do cleanup, and I've now approved that this is no longer needed, you can go into here and configure environment, for example, and then simply delete this, and this Git branch will be deleted because we no longer have any need for this. So once this is cleaned up, we can continue development on the master branch, and if we need to have more updates to view how things are progressing, to give a preview to that site, then we can again repeat the process for individual feature or a set of features. This was a brief introduction into how you could deploy small changes or larger changes into production with Easy Platform Cloud.